man?
Oh, it's going good, but I had something released today that I was just fucking happy as hell to have that on.
This when it went to the shitter, didn't it?
No. Well, I mean, okay. Well, maybe just a little
we
bit,
are live, guys. Podcast episode 25, and I am your host, the Titanfall Princess. As usual, we talk the latest gaming news and hot topics, and bullshit at times, but that's what we do, okay? But we bring the truth of gaming. That's the main point, okay? So I want the panel to introduce itself. We're going to start out with on the show before, but we have somebody that just came back, one of the original panel members. So we're going to let him go first tonight. HP, introduce yourself, because people have been asking about you. Introduce yourself and tell everybody how your Easter was, by the way.
So hey guys, it's honestly good to be back. I've been very busy, but I should be back regularly now. My Easter was amazing. I got to see cousins I haven't seen in 2-3 years. So honestly, I'm happy to be back.
Well, we're happy to have you back. Then we've got Demetrius. Introduce yourself.
Everyone know who this is. This is Lords of Eclipse. Eclipse, not like the Twilight, so don't get that confused. Please don't. I had a good Easter. I enjoyed myself. My kids had fun. My daughter had blast. She went Easter egg hunting at my church. I didn't have a chance to go because I had to work. What a bummer. But other than that, yeah, I've been doing good. And about 2 days ago, Samsung came up to my job, and they're introducing the new Galaxy S8. So I was able to get hands-on feel the Galaxy S8 the day before its release. And we had a crazy day because a crap ton of people bought the Galaxy S8 today. So I'm tired as fuck.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You're still here though. You made it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're just letting the fans know that watch us that hey, I'm tired, but I'm here.
Right.
Let them know that you want to bring the news to them.
Hashtag iPhone is better.
Next, we got a returning one.
Yeah,
Super Snow, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Super Snow. I'm just a really big freaking nerd, and I'm really big into PC gaming. So if we talk about anything PC related, I'll be one of the people that can chime in and educate a few people, things like that. So I'm glad to be back. So
I like how Snow says he's like, my name is Snow. I'm a big fucking nerd, PC nerd, and that's it.
I keep things simple. So.
Hey man, it works.
Hey, listen, if that's the way he feels, at least he's keeping it 100 with everybody. So gotta give him that. He ain't throwing no smoke in somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? We got Rambo from Rambo's Corner. Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, guys? This is Rambo with Rambo's Corner, and it seems like I'm the guy that pisses everybody off, whether you're Xbox, PC, or PlayStation.
Yeah,
so,
man. Yeah, dude.
Fucking hate that guy, Rambo.
I'm the Xbox elitist, dude. Like,
well, today, I mean, I've had my run-ins with the PlayStation people, the Xbox people, and today I had my run-in with the PC people. So apparently,
well, you get around, huh, Rambo?
Yeah, apparently I like to trigger, and they don't call me a neutral. I have to be a neutral.
If everybody hates you, you're being neutral then. And
yeah, I have. Yeah. I mean, everybody hates me equally. So
we do have another member coming. He must be running late, which is Porter Rock. So when he comes in, we'll let him do his intro. But let's get started, guys. Actually, before we get on our first topic, okay, I want to talk about too much food situation with Best Buy. I don't know if you guys saw that shit. But yes. I think it's bad enough people push this whole media bias conspiracy on certain podcasts. First it was Digital Foundries. Now Digital Foundries is good because they revealed the Scorpio. Okay. Then it was GameSpot, NeoGaf, and a whole bunch of other sites. I can't even name them all. It's too many of them. Now we have Best Buy being blamed for Xbox failing after all these other sites were blamed. Yes, that's what he's doing. His thing was Xbox games and consoles are being put up sloppy in the Best Buy stores. And it's another reason why the Xbox is failing. Now, I'm going to have to say this, okay, because I'm getting ready to crack up. This shit funny to me because I've been to several Best Buys. I have never seen a dirty or unorganized Best Buy. The only time I've ever seen some things of slightly unorganized was usually around like Black Friday when people are in there going crazy and, you know, that type of stuff. But you got people running behind them trying to clean it up. Okay, other from that, I've never seen, and I've been throughout most of the state of Jersey and Best Buys. Okay, I have never seen a bad Best Buy.
I'm gonna have to second that for my state, by the way. So just wanted to put that in there too.
Oh yeah. Now I watched the video because I had to see what the video was about. Now, if you watch this video,
it's funny as hell.
I really didn't. It is because I didn't see anything messed up at all. It almost looks exactly like the games are put out in either GameStop, Best Buys, Walmarts, Kmart's, wherever you go. Okay. But the point is that the Xbox fan base just will not stop doing things or saying things to make themselves look less stupid. I mean, they really don't. They make themselves look stupider as it goes on.
Stupider.
Stupider. Yeah, I'm going to act like them now. Stupider. All right? Because they're dumb. Why do you got to do this shit? And you put up a video that does not even match what you're saying. That is the dumbest thing I ever saw. Okay? What are your guys? Go ahead, take the floor. What are your thoughts on that video? Whoever saw it, and what do you think about what's said about Best Buy now being the fault of Xbox One being a failure?
Well, I mean, I saw the video, and I mean, I had to go log into a like a incognito window so that because he has me blocked. But I looked at the video, and it's if you actually put like look at the PlayStation video before it ever plays, just the actual front thing where it's paused. The PlayStation section is actually more messed up than the Xbox section, but he didn't show that too often. If you notice, the PlayStation video was like a real quick one, and the Xbox one was a real long one. The thing is, though, is that, I mean, the only thing that it signifies is that the actual shelves were being shopped. Like, people were actually coming around shopping and getting things. And when it comes to that, when it comes to like Best Buy and those department stores, representatives from PlayStation and Xbox are the one that decides where these consoles and where these games sit. They're the ones that come in there and say, okay, I want this section here is for these games. This section here is for these consoles. This is where I want the Minecraft consoles. This is where I want that's their job. And then Best Buy has to follow that rule. So the consoles being everywhere, that's Xbox's fault. That's the contractor's representatives where the consoles are. What actually is sad to me is that the Best Buy responded to this guy's tweet. And so what's going to happen is if he actually responded and told him which Best Buy and which representative it was, if this representative already has, like, say, an attendance problem with Best Buy or any other sort of disciplinary problems, and the corporate office comes back and says this guy was, it was there whenever he lied about Xbox supposedly, well, that guy's going to have a chance of being fired over this motherfucker's console war.
Unbelievable.
That is the unbelievable part, is like this dude is putting somebody else's job at risk.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants to actually fight a fictitious console war that's not even happening. And the points that he actually made in the whole thing where the guy lied to him about Xbox, he didn't lie to him. When it comes to like the RPGs, Persona 5 right now is like the best RPG out there on the market right now, or the most wanted. When it comes to the fact that Kinect was a failure, Kinect is a failure. He actually tried to point out the fact that he said, well, that means PSVR is a failure. Well, I'm sorry, but PSVR actually sold more than Kinect. PSVR is actually being utilized where Kinect was not.
And who's using Kinect now?
Right, nobody's using Kinect now, unless you're using it for. Well, I mean, unless you're using it for a remote control.
Hold on, Rambo. The Xbox elitists like me still use Kinect.
Well, yeah, for a remote control.
Oh, you don't hold it.
No, I'm dead.
That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm calling it right now.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm the Xbox elitist. Xbox on.
I mean, it's just the craziest thing that like he's allowed himself to get to this point. And what's crazy is like he's the same guy that paid Crap Gamer $300 to be on his podcast. Not to mention this, then all of a sudden in January,
Wait, what?
Yeah, he paid $300. He was paying $300.
Wait a minute, who the fuck did that? Hold on.
Too much food.
Too much stupid ass. That's what he did.
Right.
No, I don't pay attention to these ignorant ass.
Yeah, that's old news. Rambo's just bringing up some old news.
But what I'm saying, and then in January he turned neutral, where he was like, I like PlayStation, I like Xbox, I like Nintendo, I like everything. Well, then he also had a GoFundMe set up to where he wanted not really a GoFundMe, but he had his PayPal link set up to where he wanted his followers to help donate to him to help him buy a PlayStation 4 Pro because he didn't have the money for it. But then all of a sudden, like he didn't have the money for the PlayStation 4 Pro after all these people were donating. But then he turned around and actually bought a Nintendo Switch with that damn money. So he actually lied to his followers. And then all of a sudden then turned back to be an Xbot again. And I think what he's doing is trying to get back in the good graces of Crap Gamer and Mooch and all them. But the thing is, though, is that it could be the cost of a person's job and livelihood over this fake console war. Which is it disgusts me. I have no respect for that man.
Yeah, you know what the other thing is, people don't realize. Like I said, you can't blame if a shelf gets a little messed up. You've got a lot of consumers that come in there, and you know you can go to anywhere. Go to even do a damn grocery store. People don't want something, they take it out of the cart, they just throw it somewhere. Okay, you can't blame the store. But I'm gonna be honest. I've never been in a Best Buy, even when they were busy. You have people helping you, and then you have other people walking around straightening up the shelves. I have never been in a Best Buy that has ever been completely disorganized. Never. And Rambo was right. With certain things, there are displays that, like he said, the Xbox brand one's done, the PlayStation brand one's done, Nintendo one's done. That's why they got the promotional stuff. He's absolutely right with that. They come in and tell you what they want. They want it. And they have to do it. And it's a shame. And it really is. Anybody else want to answer that?
Well, I think... continue. Sorry.
No, you go.
I'm just going to make mine short because I don't know what person... I guess you're saying this old news, but I don't know who this person is. But if you're a person out there that call yourself a fanboy, if you like a console, if you like PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo, whoever, don't take your ass to fucking Best Buy and do some shit like that. Because I know those employees, the guy who recorded this shit, whoever the fuck he is, who recorded it, and he went up to... Too
much food.
Yeah, okay. The guy that went up there, too much food, went up to one of the employees and did that. I know the employee wanted to curse his ass out. He said he's stupid motherfucker is worrying about a goddamn Xbox session, you stupid bitch. But he can't say that because he works there. So please, don't take your ass to Best Buy and do that. Stay at home and play your Xbox or play your PlayStation, okay?
Well, he has to earn money so he can buy his way onto people's podcasts.
Well, you're a fucking loser if you have to do that. Any person has to buy the way in life, you're a fucking loser. You are a fucking loser.
There you go.
This guy takes out his phone. All right, you've reached a whole nother low level when you start doing this. He gets out his phone, starts recording, shooting the Xbox, and then he runs over to the PlayStation, starts shooting the PlayStation. Then he DMs tweets at Best Buy. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, look, I'll say this: if you get blocked by Crap Gamer, you are something else. Which he has been blocked by Crap Gamer.
You know what?
Crap Gamer blocked. He blocked.
You get blocked by Crap Gamer. All you got to do is say.
Being an Xbox if an Xbox fanboy gets blocked by Crap Gamer, then there's a problem with that Xbox fanboy.
That's what I meant.
You got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I get it now. All right. I was off on that one. All right. Hey Snow, do you got anything to add to this?
I couldn't believe the shit when I heard it, dude. I mean, this is how pathetic their fan base has become, that you're blaming because of one of your fucking a Best Buy store looks like the Xbox area looks bad to you.
But if you look at the video, it didn't look bad. Did you see the video?
It doesn't. Like that. This is how desperate these fucking fanboys are to make themselves. I don't get it. Like I don't get. I can't. Like it's so stupid that my brain can't like fathom. You know what I mean? I can't even like make a cohesive fucking sentence because I can't put myself at that level of stupidity to try to understand it. There's no way to justify this at all. You can't blame Best Buy for ruining Xbox's brand because the store that you went into, you thought the Xbox area looked bad. Like that's a level of stupid I haven't seen in a long ass time, man. It's a joke, and if anybody takes this shit seriously, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't, dude. The Best Buy people should not take this shit seriously and fire anybody who might have been associated with this. Like whoever, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to learn names, but whoever said that somebody could get fired over this, if they do, they're just as stupid because there's no reason to fire somebody over some dumbass fanboy on Twitter. You know what I mean?
No, the guy on Twitter said that he was lied to by this employee about Xbox.
Well, then that should be addressed if somebody can get in contact with whoever.
I hope Best Buy doesn't take it that serious. But I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. And if this guy's already in trouble,
you know what?
I have never had a bad salesperson or customer service rep or anything at Best Buy. I've always been very helpful. And even if I had to wait, like one time I went to pick up something because I ordered it. They didn't have it. I ordered it. It was being dropped off. I had to go pick it up. Oh, we're sorry for the wait. You know, please, we'll be right with you. We have some. I mean, they had some people call out, and the store was very busy. I said, it's all right, go ahead. But they kept coming back to me like every 5 minutes, and I was actually getting annoyed. I was like, they were too polite. I was like, I heard you already. Just stop. They were actually too polite to me. You know what I'm saying? They were overcompensating. You know, I mean,
I've had one bad experience at the Best Buy that I go to, which is really, really odd because I spend around $10,000 a year there, and so whenever they actually cornered me in a Best Buy whenever I was actually walking around with an Xbox One S. The employees came from me from 3 different directions, behind me, on the side of me, in front of me, asking me if I was ready to pay. And I'm like, I set the shit down. I was like, look, you just lost $10,000 a year because like I'll go shop somewhere else. And so now I drive completely out of the way to shop at Best Buy, like to another town. So that way that store doesn't get any more of my money. But that's the only bad experience that I've actually had with Best Buy. For the most part, they're like what you were saying. They're ultra nice.
That was a bad thing. I think somebody, everybody was just trying, maybe they didn't realize everybody was coming at the same time, and they,
Oh no, they knew because they even had a AP person from the back come follow me, like one of them secret shoppers. And I'm like, I pay your salary. Like I shop enough in here to actually send your kid to school. So
yeah. Well, before we move on, we have a follower that I got to give a shout out to because it's their birthday, which is Demetrius Medina. Happy birthday, Demetrius.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what the fuck?
we got somebody that
you're
watches.
like 2 weeks early, my girl.
We got somebody that watches us and a follower that his name is Demetrius Medina. And it's his birthday today, so I wanted to, he follows us. At least we could do when we know is wish him a happy
birthday.
Wish our fans a happy birthday or something. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic, but I'm gonna tell you something. This one, I know we got parents in the room, dads in the room. Okay, I gotta say dads. Okay, dads in this room. Okay, so, and I know this jackass that I'm gonna talk about. I know he plays games because he did the thing with his kid buying a PS4. But anyway, the next topic, some of the panel, especially the dads in the room, I know it pissed me off. And I'm not even a mom, all right? So it pissed me off, okay? And it doesn't have a lot to do with gaming, but I had to bring it out because he mentioned gaming in the thing. But I want to talk about this daddyofive thing. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a few. All right, look it up. Look it up while I'm talking. Check it out.
Go to Philip DeFranco. Go to Philip DeFranco's channel. And his most recent videos are about like there's 3 videos about the Daddy of 5. Start with the third one away, and work your way up to the most current one, and by the end of the thing, you are gonna be left completely fucking pissed off.
So what's the name of the video?
It just but what the one thing is like what yeah, the one from Philip DeFranco, the very first one is like, wow, we need to talk about this or something like that.
Okay.
Right. But anyway, I'm gonna go on because I know some of the people will be talking as he's looking that up. All right. Now, just a few years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, we had that Honey Boo Boo shit. Okay. And a few other parents who you know were more on their way, to me, was one way of abuse to their child. Okay? Dress them up and act whatever. To me, that's abuse. I'm sorry. So I watched this Philip DeFranco guy, which you told him about, video about this, and for the people that don't know about this, daddyofive is a YouTuber channel with 2 so-called parents doing pranks on their children. But the pranks end up being hurtful to the kids. I've seen these kids scream and cry, okay? And I saw the daddyofive video on this, and neither one of the parents looked really sorry when they did that sorry video, okay? They really didn't. Now, I know if I did something like this, I'm sorry, I'd be arrested by now. And if your daddies did it, you'll probably be arrested by now. Now, before you guys tell me your thoughts, my other thing was, is I watched it. And I also know that some of those kids are foster kids, okay? So they're not your natural kids. So you got the stepchild, okay, that's in there. It's not even a stepchild, it's a foster child. Well, you may have adopted it, whatever. Okay, adopted that child. But that's the one you do the most pranks on. Why don't you do it on your own kids? You had that kid crying. You bounced this kid's head off a bookcase. Okay, and then you have them saying, "Oh, there ain't nothing going on. There ain't nothing going on. There ain't nothing going on."
Is that
said,
"Oh, you know what?
I don't want. Wait. Let me just finish real quick. Okay. I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want to do that. No, you know what you don't want to lose? You don't want to lose that money you get with your foster kids, because a couple of them are foster kids, and those are the ones you do pranks on. You don't want to lose them because their health coverage is paid for, and you get money if they come out of the system of or child services, protective services. Even if you adopt them, you get money until they're fucking 18 and their insurance is covered. You don't have to take it out of your insurance if you work. So you're getting money for these kids, and you're doing pranks like this. Making that kid cried so bad his face turned red. I want to jump to that screen and beat the shit out of this motherfucker, and then you cursing at him. That's the other thing. No, you fucking little this. You fucking. If it's a prank, why would you curse? And then they said the kids thought this up. Well, if the kids thought it up, no, I saw the video where the mom said, "I got this ink thing here. She did it before. I put it on the carpet, and we're going to do this prank and then tell them later it's a prank." You thought that up. You said this was for the prank for the kid, just like he told the kid, well, if you get 1 million views, if you come up with something to do 1 million views, which will get, the kid ain't going to get the money. Dad's going to get the money because it's under his name. You're going to be, I'll buy you a PS4 Pro. Well, how do you do that to a kid? The kid shouldn't be on YouTube doing that shit anyway. He's too young. Because I'm so mad right now, I can keep going. All right, what daddy wants to go first?
Oh, I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go just because I this thing's fresh in my damn mind, and I have 5 kids myself. So whenever first of all, I don't mind you putting your kids on YouTube. That's cool if your kids want to do it and you're everything's happy and copacetic. Cool. But what he does is actually full on child abuse. He has actually shoved this kid down. There's a deleted video that's actually Philip DeFranco has shown, and also I think maybe even Drama Alert has shown, where one of the things that they did were flip a bottle onto the thing, and if it lands on its bottom, you're fine. If it doesn't land on its bottom, then you have to hit somebody. And he actually teaches his kids to hit each other. And he tells his boy, well, you have to hit your sister, but he goes, now you don't hit girls. You don't hit girls, but she's your sister, so she don't count. And he slaps the living shit out of his sister, and his sister falls back and starts crying. And he's laughing about it. Now, this dude is a complete piece of shit. Now, if I ever saw him walking down the street, I guarantee you that I would be in jail. Because I
be
don't
right
put up
behind
with the shit. I don't put up with the shit about like the kids. I mean, I don't care if you like. There's one thing about pranking your kids, and that's cool. I mean, that like I don't. That's cool. But what he does is he goes way beyond it. And even if your kid did think of that crazy ass prank, even if he did, you're the adult. You're the one that says no. That's going too far. That's not going to work. You're the adult. Oh God, if I say too much more, I'm going to end up incriminating myself in case something does happen. So
No, you don't even know where this guy lives. You just say.
Well, no,
I said the same
I'm
thing.
just saying.
You ain't gonna do anything dangerous. We know this is just from a parent about a parent's perspective. That's what it is.
It completely blows my mind how they can justify this, and their apology was
Rambo.
What?
Is that guy? Because there's a guy on YouTube named Smokey Dog. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but I think I was watching one of his. Yeah,
Smokey Dog talked about it, I think.
Yeah, he did, and I was watching that. Is that the same guy who was talking about he didn't let his son go to, or his son or his
he
daughter
didn't go to Disneyland? Yeah,
Disneyland. You know, that's a fucking piece of shit. When I heard that, so you mother, oh my god, I would be glad to take my kids to fucking Disneyland.
Yeah, what was crazy is that he said that he came on Drama Alert, the daddy did, and said the reason why. I mean, in the video, the reason why they gave for him not going to Disneyland is because he wiped shit all over the walls and everything in the house. Now, mind you, that's what he said on the video to where this kid's friends are watching and stuff. Now,
okay, but not like that. You know that this is not his natural child either one of them.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But then he goes on Drama Alert and says, "Well, the reason why I said that about the crap on the walls and stuff is because the real reason is just too embarrassing for him." And I'm thinking, so you use fucking wiping shit on the wall? You think that's going to actually help this kid at school? Like, these kids, these kids know. I guarantee you, these kids' friends at school know he's on YouTube. So they're all of a sudden they go to YouTube and see that he's wiping shit on the walls. You think that's going to help him at school as far as not being bullied and everything else? You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? Coming from a parent, I have like 2 kids and I have a daughter on the way, and I would never sit there and do my kids like that. Even if my daughter's the oldest out of the other 2 kids, obviously. But if my daughter did something wrong, if she didn't do good in school, but I promised all the kids, hey, we got to go to Disneyland. Why would I be a dick and ruin my kid's childhood? Ruin her chance to go to Disneyland. I didn't go to Disneyland when I was a kid. I mean, I wanted to, but my mom just couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, that's the most evil shit you could do. And also, Rambo, what you just said, he wanted his kids to slap each other, wherever you said. I wasn't really listening too much because
they did actually hit each other.
Right, I wasn't listening too much because I'm playing wrestling, but I did hear that part. And he is a piece of shit, man. If any people that's listen to this podcast that are parents, I don't know how many are there, but if anyone are parents or anything like that, just know, even that you're a fucking piece of shit if you actually do that. just to let you know.
Before we go on and the next person speaks on this, I want to welcome somebody. They joined late, but he's a newcomer to the podcast. I talked to him quite a bit. Welcome, Devil Shooter.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear
you're
you.
still kind of quiet.
Oh, you can? Yeah, I helped Titanfall Princess in Dark Souls, and she invited me on, so
awesome.
Why not?
Yeah, he's new. We got to get him going. He's new to doing podcasts. Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let him get going here. All right.
It is kind of nervous at first, man. When I first
basically, it's kind of like you're in a party chat. We're just all kind of talking. Like she'll bring up a topic, and then we just all kind of just talk about the topic. So that's basically just like you're in a party chat.
The difference is you just got like 20 million people watching you, not just fucking.
Oh,
troll! You let me alone now. I'm a cyber whoop your ass. You get a cyber whooping later. You're getting it. All right, don't pick on Devil Shooter.
I'm not. I'm just trolling. I'm just fucking with you.
I know he's troll. No, but like Rambo just said, it's like you're in a party. Like when we chat and we talk back and forth, it's the same thing. We just bring up subjects, and a particular subject we're talking about now is, I don't know if you saw it, but that daddyofive and child abuse. We think it's child.
Yeah, I don't know what
you haven't seen that.
About. No, I haven't.
All right. All right. So we'll go on. Who else wants it? What about you, Snow? Do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I already made a small video talking about this whole situation, but to reiterate a few things I said, and this is kind of hard to talk about since it is from my childhood. I know what it's like to be in a situation like that. Maybe not the exact same thing. Obviously, I'm not. You know, my childhood was not thrown out there to millions of viewers, which makes this whole situation even worse. Like, because like I said, the kids in school are seeing that shit. You know, they're gonna make fun of these kids for the rest of their lives. But anyways, I know what it's like to be mentally abused and even physically abused like that. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
it's gonna right, this whole situation, even if they were to get all those kids or just even the one kid, what is his name, Cody, I think his name is,
Cody, yeah,
out of that house, it's gonna stick with him for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna fuck him up if it hasn't already. Because I have
but Devil, but Snow, you got to realize that he just came out of another situation with other parents.
Exactly,
and
it's just making it worse. You know, I mean, being in foster care, I don't know what it's like, but I can guarantee you, it's not easy. You know, it's probably extremely upsetting to that kid. I mean, he's a little kid. This isn't some like teenager or something, which you know they could probably bounce back. But no, this is a little fucking kid, and they're screaming. And I saw that video where they put the ink on the carpet, and they were screaming in this kid's face, and cursing like a motherfucking sailor, dude. You know what I mean? Not a care in the world. And that woman, I don't mean to bring gender in this, but that woman's a total fucking bitch.
Oh yeah,
right? The way she talks about him,
smack the shit out of her.
The way she talks about him, dude. I lived with a stepmother like that for like 10 years. The amount of mental abuse I went through because of that bitch has fucked me up in the head so bad that I don't think I'll ever recover. Like that kind of stuff. And I said this in my video: physical abuse, you can easily, you know,
you can recover from that.
But mental abuse, dude, that's just with you your whole life, man.
Yep.
You know that saying how people say sticks and stones break your bones, but the words, I think that's a full of shit saying, because words do fucking hurt. Sometimes words hurt worse than abuse. You know,
it's the whole sticks and stones thing. The word thing was more directed towards like bullies at school and stuff. Which I mean, in that sense, I mean it's true, because those words shouldn't hurt you, but it wasn't really intended for your family.
But you're talking about parent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when it comes from your family,
when it comes from your family's supposed to love you.
When it comes from your family, words can hurt so much more than.
Well,
yeah.
The thing I want to bring up is how CPS isn't doing shit right now.
Oh, I know. It blows my mind. Oh, yeah, but no, Philip DeFranco. Wait, Philip DeFranco did reach out to CPS, and CPS said that they were never aware of the videos.
Well,
according to these jackasses, they said CPS was, and they got cleared.
So wait, now, the thing is though, is that this family has deleted every video off of their channel or privatized it. So Philip DeFranco and other people have actually downloaded their entire fucking channel. So they have every video ready to give to CPS for them to investigate.
Oh wow, that's wow. What kind of fucking world do we live in? You know what I'm saying?
What's sad is that I mean, these people, they had to be turned in because of the stupid video thing, and the CPS person that went out there and investigated never even bothered to go look at the YouTube channel. Like, how does that even work?
Well, we don't. Well, as a society, and I know it's not everybody, but we today just don't seem to give a shit about our kids anymore.
No.
You know? Or we look at child abuse like this, and we just act like it's no big deal. You know,
well,
and then we wonder why our kids grow up and turn into these people who can't handle any type of confrontation. I guarantee this kid's gonna grow up. And he's not gonna be able to handle anything because of this kind of shit, man.
It's not only that; it's because CPS or DIFIS or Child Protection, whatever you want to call them, goes to schools and say, if your parents correct you or spank you for doing something wrong, you know what? Call us. We'll have you taken away because they're abusing you. So they don't allow the parents to be a parent anymore. Let me tell you something. When I was child, my mother would whoop my ass.
Man, I wish I could call CPS on my mom. I'm gonna tell you something.
But you know what I'm saying?
I come from a black family. Black people don't play that.
I come from an Irish family. They don't play that shit either. I know about that switch shit. All right, they don't play that. And my mother had a mean backhand. What I'm saying is that we all grew up fine.
Oh yeah.
But now that they got involved, and going to the schools. Okay? They are telling us we have no right to be a parent. But yet when parents do the shit that they say we're not supposed to and put it on YouTube, there is no consequences for these people.
I think what pissed me off the most is how that shitty ass they sat there behind that camera and acted like it was no big deal.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, and I've lived that shit. I've lived in a family that was on the edge of being bankrupt all the time, and they would go around to the family members and act like nothing's going wrong. I've lived with stepfathers who abused the shit out of my mother, and she would still go around to the fucking family members and act like everything is perfect. That hits me on a personal. When I saw that hit me on an extremely personal level, and it pissed me the hell off because I know what it's like to live in those kind of situations. To tell you what, that poor kid, man, he's gonna be fucked up in the head for life, and I feel so bad for that kid, man. And not just him, obviously. The other kids in the house are probably mentally and physically abused.
Yeah, but he seems to be a target.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
need to get him out. They honestly need to get him out and get him some help while he's young to coax him through this and get him some real support.
Yeah.
But before we go on, because we got another daddy in the house who showed up late, all right, Mr. Porter Rock.
Please don't do that noise. Please.
All right.
Please
Oh man, it's not working. Damn it.
Yes. Thank God.
Click on it. I'll do that. That's the next best thing. Oh man, I just
You're late, Mr. Porter Rock.
I know. You know, the Marine Corps owes my ass. So there's nothing I could do about
I
that.
know.
But anyway, I'm so glad I'm here. I don't know what conversation you just
I
had,
know.
but I was like, oh shit, what are we talking about?
About is the video that was done, the daddyofive
daddyofive.
with the shot.
Is it something came out recent?
Yeah, it's on and another guy. What's that guy's name? I
Philip
forgot now.
DeFranco.
Yeah.
Philip DeFranco put it out there. They have their own kids, but they also have some fostered kids, or if they adopted them, whatever. They took them out of the hands of either diapers or whatever you call these people. And they put up these videos, and they say they're pranks, but you can see this one little kid who is not theirs is a big target, and nobody ain't doing nothing about it, and we feel it's abuse. I mean,
What,
he
they're
told this
pranking-
kid.
They're pranking kids that they are supposed to take care of or some shit?
Yeah, but to
Yeah.
the point of like screaming and cussing at him, and then like to the point of calling him crazy, calling him different names, teaching other kids, having their older stepbrother pick him up and body slam him.
Mhm.
And these are forced.
Slapping the shit out of each other.
One
Man,
of
he
them
didn't
is,
even
yeah.
take it. He didn't even take his kid to fucking Disneyland. How evil are you?
He took all the other kids to Disney besides this one kid.
All you gotta do is just send that shit to fucking.
Oh no,
Oh no.
they were investigated.
And then they're not doing nothing. They're not looking at the videos.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CPS came out there and investigated, but they never looked at the videos.
Holy shit! I seen CPS fucking destroy families for fucking less.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh, I had
That's what
like
we're talking about.
one of my aunts, like when my cousin, he got hit. You know, he was playing baseball, and a baseball hit him in the face. So like his tooth got knocked out and whatever. So they took him to the hospital. They fucking hospital called CPS for that,
Yeah.
and they were all over
And he
my
was playing
aunt.
baseball.
Like it was a baseball game.
I'm telling you, my
Oh, you-
daughter. You know, I don't want to send my personal information out, but my daughter got hurt one time. Something really happened. Something really seriously happened to her, and CPS tried to get involved when I took her to the hospital. But thank God, it didn't go as far because it was an accident. But the doctors called the CPS on me, thinking that they were thinking that me and my girlfriend abused my daughter when she was at fucking daycare.
Yo, it's crazy. Yo, some CPS agents, and they always relegate, well, you should have been to supervise. That's their catch-all. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what they tried to about my aunt. And she's like, "What? Should I have been on the baseball field batting for him?" Like, what the hell is wrong?
Isn't it ironic though that people like CPS go after parents for shit that they shouldn't, but then there's video evidence of actual child abuse here, and they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, seems legit.
That's the reason.
Alright,
That's the reason why I say
I'll give you-
whenever
I'll give you another one. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm like, "Why did they say?" Because I was talking something about children being abused or whatever, and they sent me one where some mother was twerking, and her son was hitting her ass. This little boy
What the
hitting
fuck?
her ass.
Wait, what?
I've seen that video too.
Wait a minute. You needed to wait.
I've seen some crazy
hell
shit.
no, man.
I've
You
seen
mean to
that
tell me
video
your
too.
ass kid was smacking his mama's ass while she was shaking that booty?
Yes.
She was clapping that ass in a circle, and he was smacking it. And I didn't smack.
Yes.
That's some weird shit.
Yeah, that's real, dude.
It's real. Then there was another one where this little girl was still in diapers. She was on this video just in a diaper, no other clothes on. And the parent and I think it was the aunts around or whatever were laughing at herself. She was outside on a step. Girl couldn't have been no more than 1.5, twerking, and they thought that was cute. Putting their little 1.5-year-old only in a diaper, twerking on there. That's not child abuse?
Wait, what?
That's not because, well, that's not, I don't think, I mean, because those little babies dance like that all the time, like dance real weird or whatever.
No, this little one was twerking her little ass off. I know what a twerk is.
Yeah, I know what
I'd
I'd have to see the video.
And she was just the only thing she was in a diaper. To me, that you don't put your child in just a diaper. I don't care how little they are on YouTube.
Man, yeah, I would never put my kids on YouTube in general. Like, I don't care how popular I am.
Like I said, I mean,
it's crazy.
I won't do it. I mean, I put my granddaughter on there, but I mean, like she was just there. But I mean, I wouldn't put her on there like as a subject of the video.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But no, they're putting them up as subjects of video.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I wouldn't do that in that sense. But I mean, I like to each their own. But I mean, as long as they're not hurting their kids or doing something like that, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, because that's just their own personal preference. I mean, some people are just different than me, but
and there might also be a medical reason why the child wasn't still in a diaper. I mean, that's kind of like stretching, of course, because we don't know ourselves. But I kind of have to agree with that. That as long as they're not like hurting them or technically abusing them, then yeah, it's horrible and it's fucked up. But there's a lot worse things out there we could be going.
Yeah, now the one slapping is
everything is always on YouTube. Somebody's gonna put that up and say, "Look at you!" As a little,
I gotta agree with both
parents. I'm talking about parents who have more sense.
The one slapping his mom's ass. Now that to me is like borderline the sexual abuse, like that.
Exactly.
I'm saying, yeah.
Wait a minute. Did she tell the little kid to do it, or he just did it at his own accord? Like, did she tell him to do it? Like, hey,
no,
he didn't. But he didn't stop. She didn't stop it. Is what?
Yeah.
Exactly. No.
And how old this kid was again?
He was probably like 3 or 4.
Oh, he must have been like about 4, 5 max.
So, what did he learn the ass smacking from? Because I'm trying to get that right.
More than
his mother. She put it up. She put it up.
Watching his mom.
Yeah, basically.
No, he put it. She said it. I have my son. When I do this, I have my son smack my ass. So you taught him to do that.
Oh shit!
That's like borderline. That's like borderline incest, sex abuse.
Again, that's harkening back to fucking up our kids in the head with that dumb shit, man. There
was another video. You want to talk about that? There was another video that came up that I saw where some woman said, if a single mom, she said, well, if my son's gonna do anything, he's gonna do it with me first.
What?
What? Where's diapers on that one? Where's child protective services on that one? This bitch said he gonna do it with me first. First experience is gonna be with me.
No, you know what?
I'm running out of the fucking house if I'm that kid.
You know what? To be honest with you, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think these parents are serious. I think they're trolling. They have to be doing this.
Nah, dude.
Some of these parents.
Dude, that shit is very real and very fucked up, man.
People do a lot. People say a lot of shit, and people do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you something very quick. There's this one African American lady. She put her son out the house because he voted for Trump. So because he liked Trump. Yeah,
I remember that video.
But she said it was a troll. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? But still.
Maybe, but again, like that stuff is again very real and
it's very real to the kid. The kid doesn't know, man. The kid does not understand this.
That's the other thing. People will say it's a troll to get themselves out of bullshit.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why the parents who were fucking with Cody came out and made that bullshit apology video, acting like, "Oh, they're the ones who did it. They're the ones." He's over there stiffing. Well, I mean, he's over there stiffing. Ain't one fucking, excuse my mouth, but they ain't one fucking tear in either one of their eyes.
Well,
I can do that too.
The mother that put the kid out, I mean, it very well could have been a troll, and she could have very well always meant it to be a troll. But the thing is, though, is that whenever you troll a damn child at that age, that child does not understand trolling. That child just sees it. My mom just kicked me out of the fucking house. Like this is like the person that's supposed to love me forever. They don't have the cognitive ability to be able to understand trolling and joking and all that kind of shit like that from their mom.
I got a question because we got somebody who's young in here, and I want to hear his opinion. HP, what's your opinion on this?
It's
HP,
pretty good music.
Did he leave? I think he left.
HP, where you at?
Yeah, dude, badass music, man.
I think he left.
Oh jeez.
Is he playing Castlevania or some shit?
I can get jiggy with that music where I was playing that.
You playing Lord of Shadows?
Oh, I guess he left. All right, I'm not paying attention. All right, we're going to move on because we can go on for this forever, and I don't want it to get pissed off, and I want to keep it more gaming, but I only brought it up because of that, and I know what I have parents that are here and parents that are listening, and also because he used the PlayStation Pro as a prop with the child, and called him a name afterwards when the kid was like, "Oh, really?" And then he called him a name after that. So
Sony should have sued him.
you know. But anyway, let's go. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay. Let's get back to gaming. Call of Duty World War II is confirmed. Okay, guys, the trailer will be shown on the 26th. I'm excited only because I like the games with World War II in it. Okay, and I love the fact that Call of Duty is going back to boots on the ground. Now, how hyped are you guys for this? Are you guys gonna buy it? What's gonna happen? What do you guys think about it? What do you think about it going back to boots on the ground? I'm excited about that because that flying around shit doesn't do Call of Duty any good, in my opinion. What do you guys think about this? And like I said, are you gonna buy it?
Okay, can I go first, Nancy, on this one since I play Call of Duty the most probably in this party?
Well, maybe not the most, but yeah, you go. You don't know what everybody else plays, so you can't say that.
Well, I'm sure Porter. Okay, Porter,
Porter.
do you play COD?
No, I think he's pretty right. I think he's
Yeah, exactly.
I
was right. That's
I play it big time, but by all means, go first.
Yeah.
I got a message for you.
But
I got a message.
you know, I'm glad they're going back into boots on the ground because I told my friend in a party chat on Xbox, I said, man, check this out, dude. Once this fucking space warfare shit is over, you're gonna see the actual skilled players and the fucking noobs. And when Black Ops 2 became backwards compat, like all these so-called like flying noobs and shit on Black Ops 2 were getting their ass destroyed. Me and my friend were dropping nukes on people on Black Ops 2. We were just destroying people. It was just like nostalgia, even though Black Ops 2 came out like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's a little mini nostalgia. I'm glad they're going back to boots on the ground. And World War II, I'm kind of nervous about that because it's going to be like, hopefully they can make it a little colorful, but you know, World War II was not really colorful. It was like gray, black, gray. And I just hope that they can make some colors to it. But if they want to be historical accurate, they're going to have to make it black and gray. And I just hope it doesn't be so slow. That's the only problem. But I mean, I'm glad that they're going boots on the ground.
I mean, technically there's color. It was just the TVs back then didn't have color.
Yeah.
But in real life,
real life in general is a colorful place.
I get what you're saying, but like to be like okay, the last Call of Duty game they made was World War II. Well, the last COD game they made was World War II, was World at War. I think that was World War II, yeah. And that one there was pretty much black and gray. It really wasn't colorful.
Yeah, you want that cinematic feeling, yeah. I know.
Yeah. So that's what I'm coming from. But I mean, obviously, yeah, they can add color. I mean, look at Battlefield 1. That game is, you know, almost over 100 years old.
Well, I mean, like I said, real life in general is very, you know, colorful. But, you know, world of Warzone, yeah, we're not looking for color here. We're just trying to win the war. So
right. I get it. I get what you're saying. Like I don't care about color. I was just saying. Like,
and let's not forget. I mean, a lot of war games that came out in the past, you know, they were on a lot less powerful systems. So you know, color palettes weren't exactly the biggest concern. But nowadays, they can do everything they want. They can be as colorful as they want. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you mean though.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I'm excited for it. I can't wait. Once I get on it, like I was telling everybody, the whole space warfare, flying around like you're fucking Superman, like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be non-existent. So all the fucking news who are playing Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3 and all that Advanced Warfare shit, I'm telling you, you're going to get your ass destroyed on the next COD. I'm telling you.
I'm saying what I'm excited about, you know, since the backdrop of World War II is a single player, because it is potential to have some great storytelling with it. You know what I'm saying? It's something about World War II and the stories and the missions, and just, you know, if they do it right, you know, That's
like
why. That's
World
why
War II.
I didn't like the future storytelling shit. It was like,
Yeah.
it was just too ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if they could do like that Saving Private Ryan type feel again and shit like that, I think it would be pretty amazing.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love that movie too.
You
Oh
know,
my
you know
god.
what I mean? I think, you know, so that good
Yes.
single player experience, I think that was pretty amazing. So that's why I'm excited about it.
Anybody else want to add to that? World War II? Snow, Rambo?
I mean, I'll say as someone who was really big in the Call of Duty back in the day, and I mean, like, I got hyped for like Black Ops 2, you know, everything. I'm excited, but knowing how they've gone from putting out good experiences and maybe adding a few optional DLCs to cutting out half the game, making 4 or 5 DLC packs that are like $20 each, that with the actual to get the full experience, every map, because you know nobody's going to be playing the base game, everybody's going to be buying the DLC. I'll get excited when the game officially releases, you know, and if it's good on PC and they don't pull this bullshit that they've been pulling with so many other games, because it's the same thing with EA games, in my opinion. I can't trust it anymore. I really can't. I've been fucked over as a fan for so long that I'm glad that they're going back to their roots, because that's what Call of Duty was originally, you know, big World War II stuff. I'm glad, but I'll believe it when I see it. And that's how I feel like a lot of other people should do, is let the hardcore fans who buy everything and anything buy the game first and tell you how it is. And then if it's good, buy it. If it's not, then you saved, you know, your money.
Right. And I'm by
I'm actually hoping I'm hoping you're right that they really did go back to their roots.
I think
that's what I loved. I love that old style.
Well, I think they're also taking a page from the Battlefield people, because the Battlefield people, yeah, obviously they took a page from it. They saw that fans really, you know, stuck with going back to boots on the ground, a World War setting, you know, and I think that they're probably gonna revamp the campaign to be good again, like they used to. And again, this is just me speculating, of course, but that's what I hope, that they learn from DICE's Battlefield 1. And that they take some of that inspiration and put it in there, in whatever, you know, just make Call of Duty good. Because Call of Duty used to be the top dog for a fucking reason, because it was a good game. It had great multiplayer. So let's hope they you know, they figure it out. Because if they don't, I don't know what's gonna happen to them. So,
hey, Devil Shooter, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I might actually get this Call of Duty, and I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 3. I want to say it's been a very long time. The Call of Duty formula is getting stale, and I haven't been feeling the whole running and jumping thing. So going back to World War II, I think it's going to be great. I hope they bring zombies too, because I love the original Nazi zombies. That was great. Yeah.
So you like the zombie mode too, as well?
Yeah.
I was never a fan of zombies, but I would play it.
Oh, really?
I was never a fan of it. Yeah, I thought it was boring. You know what I'm saying? Like I could
that's
get into it.
That's all me and my friends do.
I think
we would go on there and we play zombies all day.
Yeah, my girlfriend is a big fan of it. Like when we play, when she gets on the Xbox, when she does play Infinite Warfare, she'll play zombies, and it's good because she put a lot of hours in zombies. That's why I have a lot of COD points. I mean, what that shit called? Crypto keys. That's what they call it on Infinite Warfare. So.
That's pay to win stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I have a couple COD points. Trust me, I spent money on supply drops. I have, and I will admit I have done it, and it's one of the worst things you could have done. I spent probably like $30 on supply drops.
Last time I played Call of Duty, I don't think they have supply drops. That's
I feel you there, man.
I played COD since the Big Red one, since Call of Duty 2, and I've been playing ever since.
Big Red one was my favorite.
Yeah, and I've been playing ever since then. But I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that supply drop shit is ridiculous. I don't even know why they even have it.
Yeah, because it makes them money. Because people keep buying the dumb shit.
People buy them.
I mean, why? My thing with this is like, you know, if it works, why change?
Yeah,
at least for them.
That all they do is just they'll just buy a whole bunch of COD points or whatever they're called, and just spend them on stream. And they get a lot of views, and they probably get a lot of money. So,
oh yeah.
Hey Rambo, what's your thoughts? You've been quiet.
You remember Rambo said he had to do something with his daughter. I mean, I think his granddaughter.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Sorry for any background noise. I was moving my
All right.
computer.
No, it's all right. No, it's
I
cool.
try to be as quiet as
All right.
possible. My room is
Nah,
asleep. And I don't wanna wake
listen,
them up.
everybody makes a
Yeah,
little
man, you gotta-
noise. Listen, this is reality. We're having fun. We're talking about gaming. Don't worry about it. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Don't.
Order me some Dominoes.
I know, right? I'm hungry not thinking about it.
You and your damn Dominoes.
Hey. Don't talk
Yeah,
shit on
this might be
Domino's
the
because they got
Domino-
some
the Domino's
pretty
by me-
bomb-ass deals. All right?
No, yeah, they got some bomb ass deals, but by me they had some bomb ass deals, and the deals may be good, but the food around by me suck. Shit is nasty. I even had a deal where they offered a free pizza, and that pizza was gross.
You felt like you got ripped off on the free pizza.
I got ripped off on a free pizza.
Domino's chicken wings is pretty good though.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
them bitches are good, dude. I swear to God, them bitches are good.
Those
All
are
right,
good.
I will try. You know what? One day I will try them, but everything else
buffalo
I
wings?
tried,
Yeah, the buffalo wings
Everything
are good.
everything else I tried, at least the location that I have by me, nasty. I mean nasty,
Yeah, I don't really like
like
pizza either.
gross.
And the
But
pizza
anyway,
was worse. Like
But see, I don't really get their pizza. See, that's
Cheddar
y'all
cheese
fine,
on one,
right?
right? Oh, my
Yeah, I don't get their pizza. What I do, I sit there and I just purchase their I just get their sandwiches because like that chicken bacon ranch and then all that Mediterranean sandwich and all that shit is good. And pizza, I don't fuck with it hardly.
all right. So at least you're being real. The pizza you don't fuck with. Well, we gotta do a shout out though to Rambo's baby because he taking care of his little one. So we gotta do a shout out to Rambo's little one because that thing is tiny, cute as hell. I saw fake, cute as hell. But I also want to do a shout out to somebody who couldn't be here tonight, which is 7th level, because he is at Retropalooza
Oh, he
right
made
now.
it.
Oh,
He made it.
He
nice.
made it, and he sent me because you know me and my turtles. He sent me a picture of a thing with the Mutant Ninja Turtles on it. He said, "See, I'm thinking about you, girl."
Oh, are
So
you
he
the
did send
one
me a
that-
pic.
Are you the one that made that
Go ahead.
turtle jokes? Like
No, I have turtle
that was
jokes. No,
trolling Seventh of Turtles. I watched one of his live
yeah,
streams.
no,
and
yeah,
People
I
in his chat was just
'cause I have a
trolling
turtle.
with turtles, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That's me.
Did you start that?
Yeah, because I have a turtle. I have a real turtle. I have a box turtle.
Okay. Yeah, people were just trolling him about that. I was just wondering what the
And
hell.
have a rock.
You know why? Because they jumped on my bandwagon and messing with him now.
Yeah, I was just
Because
sitting.
I brought some people over there and they're messing with him. He knows he loves the attention. I don't know who he kidding. But shout out to 7th level because he's over Retropalooza. I hope he's having a grand old time. And hey, when you listen to this video, I hope you brought me something back. Going to ship it to me. If you don't, cyber whooping. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next subject. Now, this week for the Xbox One. Game was little fun for a little while. I did not like the fact that it's supposed to be a remastered, but it looks basically the same as the original.
I'm sorry.
The
what game
camera's
are we
still-
talking about?
Voodoo Vince on the Xbox One.
Oh, that little game. Wasn't that on the original Xbox or something?
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
It was original.
Yeah, I
the
never played
camera's-
it, but I know what it
In
is.
fact, I think
Yeah, the
back then it
camera's
was like-
still wonky. Did any of you guys play this at all? Or did you
No.
play the old one? Or did you
No,
play the
but-
new one?
No, but I'm very happy that game is coming out because me personally, I love PS2 platformers, and that game looks like a PS2 platformer. I hope it gets supported. I don't have an Xbox One, so I can't support it, but
Actually, I got it. I've been playing it, and I put some game clips up.
I hope that studio will make other games like that because I miss games like that. Those were
Well, so do I.
those were
See,
great.
but the thing is, then you get the
I hope
fanboys
it
who
gets
say, "Oh,
supported.
those are kid games." They'll
Well,
say
fuck
those
them.
are kids games, though.
Who cares what they think?
That's what I say.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I
like
say.
for me,
You know
it
what the
goes
problem
back
is?
to
Because
me
they
like
can't
that.
play them. They don't know
Right.
how to. They can't play them. They can't get past shit.
I want the game to do well. I want games like that to return.
Right?
I love a PS2 level like platformers, and if that game gets supported, that'd be awesome.
But they need to fix the camera. The camera's still very fucking
But,
wonky.
yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
The issue is,
I've been
I don't-
playing it. It's driving me nuts.
You know what? If they remake Spiral and bring it to Xbox One, PS4, and all that shit, that game will be day one bought for me.
Spyro's dead.
Man,
Skylanders.
man, don't tell me that, man. That breaks my heart. Man, I'm telling you, if they remake Spyro or some shit, bring him back out, make him a badass story mode and everything, man, I'll be
I
so
wish Activision would, but he's stuck in Skylanders. So
right.
I seriously doubt that's gonna happen.
Porter Rock, what do you think about that game? Do you know what
I
I'm
never-
talking about?
Yeah, I never got to play it when I had the Xbox. I never actually played it, but I think it's cool that they remastered it. Maybe feel it out a little bit. Who knows? They'll probably make a proper sequel for the Xbox One. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope they fix it because, like I said, the camera angle is the camera is still very wonky, bad.
You said you played the original, right?
Yeah, but
So is it
it's
the same?
still it's not.
I'm saying,
It's
did they
pretty
change
much
it?
it's close to this. Not as much as I thought they were going to. It's not very remastered as I thought it would be. They should have fixed the camera. There's still a lot of wonky shit. I love the game. I like the game, and they need to bring out more games like this.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
Other people, fanboys, do me a favor. If you're listening, go fuck yourselves because I know you don't like them because you only wanted shooters and dumb shit. So you can go to hell. I'm talking about the real gamers. This is what we want.
PlayStation fanboys should want this game to see because the PlayStation was built on a lot of platformers. So
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Spiral and all that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Spyro, Crash,
yeah, man.
Jack and Daxter,
Right.
Sly,
If they well, I know they did Sly already, but if they did Jack and Dexter and Spiral,
yeah, that's the number one game I want Naughty Dog to
Right,
make.
dude,
Don't get me wrong, I am
I would
really
never.
excited for Last of Us 2, but I'd much rather than make a check for.
oh
My
yeah,
goodness, that's amazing.
I
yep.
mean,
But
at the end of the day, though, money talks.
Naughty Dog did try to make it, and they just weren't feeling it, so they scrapped the idea.
Of who? What idea?
Naughty Dog was in the middle. They did start out development on Jack 4, but
Oh,
they never
wow.
continued it.
Yeah, I
wonder
think
what
they
you
went
can
for what,
actually-
Uncharted or something instead.
You can actually buy like a Naughty Dog book, and they actually show concept art and very early game shots of the game. But I mean, they might go back to it, but they said that they have no real plans right now. I hope they go back to it because that's what I want Naughty Dog to make, but they're not. I understand why. Last of Us is a much bigger game, but
But not just that, they've been so successful with like the third person action.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean they're good. They're good at
They
it.
get
so-
really good at that type of game style.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I agree.
And actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I read it was like an article in a magazine talking about Naughty Dog, and they were talking about like how all the ideas that they had initially. In fact, Uncharted actually was one of the first games. Uncharted was the game they were gonna make before Jack and Daxter.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that.
yeah, they wanted to do that first. In fact, there's 3 games. They believe it or not. So when I read this article, and this was even before The Last of Us
Hey,
came
Porter
out.
Rock, was it for to compete with Tomb Raider or no?
No, they had after the Crash Bandicoot, they had actually 4 IPs already in the works back then. It was pretty much, they had the idea behind Uncharted, they had an idea behind The Last of Us, Jack and Daxter, and a sci-fi game. Something that had to deal with some type
Yeah, I
of.
heard about the sci-fi.
So
game.
those were the 4 games they were thinking. Now, this was all during the PS2. But because of the way the PS2, they didn't think they could really push the ideas they have for Uncharted. They felt that the platform idea would better fit the platform and the graphics and all that. So they went with that first. Then when they went to PS3, they said, hey, we could do the Uncharted idea and the Last of Us type idea. Now, they didn't call it the Last of Us then. They said a zombie survival game. That's what they described it at the time in the article. It was a zombie survival.
No, the talk
there
of,
is
so the talk of Last
you
of Us
said
has been
that
around
they're
for
doing
years.
it.
Huh?
So what's
So they
interesting, and they didn't call it Uncharted. They called it in they called their game. They described their games at the time was a platformer, Indiana Jones type game, a survival, a zombie, a post-apocalyptic zombie game, and then a sci-fi game.
Yeah.
So far they released the first 3. So I think they have a new IP in plan.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that sci-fi game.
So you know what? You
So you heard it here first, Jens.
There's a game that was on PS3.
There was a rumor back like a year ago that Naughty Dog was making a sci-fi game, and what
So
you
they
just
had that
told
in
me
the
that it
works.
lines up. So
And this was all
I
during
think
the
it's in the
PS2 era
works.
too.
Huh?
So they have another IP in store. It's just the
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
was
think
just
they're gonna
saying,
work on it now that
I heard
Uncharted
about
over
this
with.
like a year ago.
Yeah. Now that Uncharted franchise pretty much over with, I think like probably after The Last of Us 2, they'll probably at one point, maybe in 2019 or 2020, introduce this new IP. It's
You
gonna
know,
be like a sci-fi game.
you guys know what though? I know it's off. It's a little topic with those games, but you guys remember that game that came out on PS3 years ago, around the same time Uncharted came out, the first one. What was it called? Heavenly Sword.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
the hell it was
that's what
called.
they
I never played it, but I heard of
Dude,
it.
Dude,
I
that
heard it's
game,
a really
that
good
game was fucking good, dude.
Alright,
What happened? They done nothing about that game.
Hellblade, the makers of Hellblade is
Yeah, they're making
development team,
Hellblade.
I think. Yeah.
That's Ninja
So,
Theory.
if
so
you-
they're
if you
not.
want-
So
if you
no,
want-
so no Heavenly Sword 2, Hellblade, right?
No, it's gonna be called Hellblade. It's gonna be on PS4 and PC.
So
It's
it
like
is going to be the same character, right? Or
No, it's a different character.
No, it's not. It's not the same character. No,
I don't
it's a
think it's
completely
the
different
same.
game.
Look, yeah,
Look it up. Look it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of videos now. They've really been pushing out videos.
It's
Now. This comes out this year.
Yeah, man. Heavenly Sword was my favorite fucking game on PS3, and Uncharted 1 until, obviously more games came on years later.
It was that game was amazing.
That game
Yeah,
was fun, and it was
I
so
heard great
realistic,
things
man.
about
It
it,
was
but I
so
never
beautiful.
played it myself.
Like, I remember when I was a
always
kid, my mom bought me the fat PS3, and for my birthday, and my mom bought me Heavenly Sword. I was like, I can't wait to play this.
Dope.
I was like in the
I'm
8th
not
grade.
gonna tell you what you sound like right now, Demetrius.
I
I'm
don't
not
give
gonna
a
tell
fuck. When I'm
you. You sound like you're doing something real nasty over there when you do that
no, I don't sound like that when I do that. No, I sound like a man.
shit. You know,
No.
don't mess with you. Come on.
No,
Come
but
on,
seriously, I had like like one of those nerd moments. Like I miss Heavenly Sword. That-
That in the wind. You're never gonna.
I remember the character's name too. Is Niako or Naiko, wherever the fuck her name was. But she was a good character. I really liked the game. And it was so realistic for its time too.
You know where that was at? You better run.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next subject. And I think this is going to get everybody going. It's probably going to be one of the longest subjects. All right, let me get through what I'm going to say before
No.
everybody jumps in.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 Don't piss off the princess.
Go ahead.
No. I did a shout out to your child, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
All right.
sorry. I actually had to leave. I had an emergency for a minute. That's the reason why I was gonna wait for a minute. So
Everything okay?
yeah, everything's good now.
All right. We just want to make sure. Because we're here for you if you need us. Just know that. All right. This week, Kid Smooth said, and I hate to even say this, said the Scorpio. This shit funny to me. All right.
Okay.
You know what?
It's so funny.
No, this shit funny to me. I know. Seriously. He said Scorpio will outsell the PS4 in North America. Xbox just needs one big NPD to catch back up. Now, Border Rock had a topic last night about power versus games. And I thought about that. It will simply be a power boost, okay? But once again, what about the games? Do you guys think there's any chance for Scorpio to catch up even without games just based on power? Is anyone here planning on getting Scorpio?
Like catch up in worldwide.
Oh, North America.
Well,
What's the gap
for
in
me being
America? I don't.
being the Xbox.
All right, guys, one at a time because
I'm
the
sorry.
audience can't hear y'all. So one at a time. I said this was going to be a topic that everyone wants to talk about.
Well, by me being the Xbox elitist as I am, rack 'em up.
Oh,
He's trolling. He's a troll. He's a troll.
You know-
I got a troll on my podcast, guys. I got a troll.
Yeah, rack 'em up. Yes. I'm actually not trolling. I'm being dead serious. I got Phil Spencer as a statue in my house. But anyways,
Bullshit. Eat some more
but,
shit.
But no, but you know what I'm saying. Like the Scorpio, all they need is another Forza game, and all we need is another Halo. You know, Halo Wars, a game like Halo Wars. Like that's really going to outsell PS4 and PS4 Pro. That's all we need. And I'm definitely going to buy Xbox One Scorpio day one because Uncle Phil told me so. So I'm definitely going to do it.
Would you be serious to me, Chris?
The motherfucking peasantry going on here.
No, but enough trolling for me. But yeah, I'm still getting the Scorpio because I love consoles. I like to play games. I get it because it's just fun. Hey, it's another console. Why not? But the game, right. Oh, continue.
Yeah, is it right what he said though? Did you hear what I said? He said
no, he's full of shit. Fuck no, he's full of shit. Man, I thought that was the most dumbest thing you could ever say. But no, I'm buying the Scorpio, yes. But that's no way in hell is catching up to the PS4. It'll be out your fucking mind.
First of all, there's in North America it's like a 2 million sales gap, and so the Scorpio's not selling 2 million consoles within a month.
Or 2 million more. Is that even 2 million?
Yes, I'm probably not even going to sell 2 million by itself, but we're just going to say 2 million in a month. And that would actually mean that PlayStation would have to stand at a dead still.
Zero.
In order for them to ever actually catch up. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because as soon as the Scorpio drops, or even it gets a rumored of a date that it's going to drop, PlayStation's lowering that Pro to $299. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't think people could
it's just not. Yeah. It's just they're it's over. They might as well give up. And I don't know why they're always just concerned about North America. Like, what the hell is North America? It's a very small portion of the whole entire world.
North America sucks. We have a shitty fucking president, dude. Come on now.
Get ahead. That's why.
I mean, what they don't understand is Phil didn't create Scorpio to catch up to PlayStation 4. You don't catch up and bridge the gap by releasing the most expensive console in the market. That's not how it works.
Or even the most powerful. It doesn't.
Yeah, and people are like, well, it worked for PlayStation. I'm like, well, number one, PlayStation wasn't more expensive than Xbox. That's
it was cheaper.
$400, right? Two, majority of the people who did buy PlayStations didn't pay $400. The console sales increase with price drops. Majority, the apex of the PlayStation is when it hit $300. That's when that shit took off.
Yeah,
because you notice in 2013, 2014, the conversation of sales wasn't happening yet because it was still pretty close. But mid 2015, when they dropped that shit to like $300, that shit just ran away with it.
I think PS4 was outselling even in 2014. You remember?
It was outselling it, but it wasn't
nothing like it is right now.
Because it was still $400. But once that went $300, oh man, that's when everybody went on board. So the majority of gamers don't pay $500, $400 for a console. The hardcore do, the tech enthusiasts do, but they're the small minority. The majority, which are the casuals, they're more comfortable with $300 consoles. That's what they're.
You know what the Scorpio is going to remind me of? It's going to be just like the Xbox One S. It's going to sell well, but it's not going to do much. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing about this though. All right, majority of the people who's going to buy the Scorpio that's going to provide those big sales are the same people that already have an Xbox.
Yeah.
But in reality, the market share or actually the user base is not going to grow because it's the same people.
Yeah,
they're already,
What about
Scorpio
people who has 4K TVs? Do you think they'll?
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people that have 4K TV, but most people still on 1080p's, even
the people with the 4K TVs. If I have we're just gonna say, there's a very large percentage of gamers that can only afford one console, and if they bought a PlayStation. And they've been on this PlayStation for even a year or more.
They're not going to move on.
They're not going to, even if they have a 4K TV, they're not jumping over to the Scorpio just to play prettier versions of the same games they're able to play with the console they already have.
Yeah, right.
And they would be leaving behind their library and all their friends that they've made.
So what you're saying is,
wait a minute, Scorpio, nothing carries over on Scorpio?
Console's not meant to be an expensive hobby hardware-wise,
Wait a minute, so you're saying like Scorpio? Wait a minute, backtrack.
No. If they are on PlayStation, I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard that. Sorry.
So it's not the Scorpio doesn't have the same advantage the PS4 had at the start of the gen, because at 2013, everybody, almost every gamer was ready to move on to new hardware.
I would honestly say that if the Scorpio and the Pro launched, if those were the two consoles that launched in 2013, then they might have an argument.
Yeah.
You know, but now that it's 4 years into the generation, there's no argument to be had.
Right.
Most people are just gonna stay where they're at.
Yeah.
Right.
You know. So it's not the same.
Man,
no, it's not catching up in North America. That you know, it's even if it was $400, you're competing with a Slim that's $250. That's like,
Yeah.
you know, and I know they keep bringing up the power, but Sony wasn't asking anyone to pay $500 for that power. They weren't even asking to pay $100 more than the Xbox. It was actually cheaper. You see what I'm saying? Sony wasn't saying, "Hey, pay $600 for power or pay $500 for power." No, it was actually the cheaper product. So it was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Even if you didn't notice the power, just the fact that it's still $100 cheaper, that's more than enough to choose PlayStation over Xbox.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get the Scorpio, but my fucking PC is more powerful than the Scorpio. Me and Jacob's PC is way more powerful than the Scorpio.
Oh shit! The Xbox troll just said he's more powerful than the Xbox. Oh my god, I'm gonna faint. If I don't talk, guys, I'm passed out. Oh, I'm fainting. Oh, I'm fainting.
I am the
PC
elitist.
When it comes to that, I mean, they keep saying it's not about the games, but that's exactly what caused Sony to catch up in last generation, is that they started releasing those exclusives.
Thank you, Rambo. Thank you.
Now, another thing is that what these people don't understand is that Xbox, the original, sold around 24 million, and PlayStation 2, we all know that thing was just like a monster. And then Xbox 360 came out a year before PS3, so a lot of that PS2 crowd went over to Xbox 360, and that's the reason why it got up to 80 million. They don't have an 80 million user fan base.
No,
like a lot of those people were from PS2. So when PS4 launched, they just naturally went back over to PS4 because it was a cheaper product and it was really what they knew.
A lot of PS2 gamers didn't want to pay $600.
No, that was the reason. That was the reason why the Xbox 360 even got to 80 million.
Because of the PS2 people.
Yeah, and and the fact that PS3 launched with a $600 price tag.
Oh yeah.
And I brought this point up yesterday on the podcast, because now like the Xbox fanboys are saying, "Oh, now you guys are trying to change the narrative," or PlayStation fan base.
That's stupid.
They're saying PlayStation fan base has amnesia, and I'm like, what they don't realize is this: the shit talking that happened 3 years ago, the majority of PlayStation gamers weren't there. A good portion of PlayStation gamers got their console. PlayStation 4 gamers got their console like post, late 2015, all of 2016, and even now 2017. They weren't around in 2013, so they have no idea what the hell these Xbox are talking about. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, I bought my console in November 2015. Like, what are you talking about with this Power 2013? I didn't buy the console because of Power. I bought it because of this reason. So a lot of PlayStation gamers were not part of the shit talking. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, you guys have amnesia. They're like, no, I bought my console in 2016 when Uncharted came out because that's what I wanted. I wanted it because of the games, because of MLB, because Ratchet & Clank. Many gamers bought it after they saw the E3 with Spider-Man. There was guys, there's guys who messaged me saying that they were going to get an Xbox One until last year's E3 and they saw Spider-Man. They changed their mind instantly. Right. They're like, they're not going to get a console and that doesn't play Spider-Man. That doesn't make sense to them.
So Porter,
Spider-Man fanboys.
My question is here. I'm going to tell you something. My question here, and this is coming from a person who's, everyone, well, I'm not saying for everyone, but majority of us own more than one console. So do you think, and I know this answer, but
play on more than one platform, because the PC is really not a console, it's a PC. I mean, even though you play games on it, I think it's not a console because you do other shit on it.
I believe they still consider PC a platform. I think
it's a platform. It's a game.
It's still a gaming platform. Yeah,
the platform.
Yeah. Right.
Platform.
Okay, but so let me ask you this here, Porter Rock. So we know the situation. By Scorpio having all this power, all this magical wonderland shit that you can do on the Scorpio, but where's my games? You know what I'm saying? So I'm bragging that I could play Destiny in 4K, but yet Destiny is getting all the goddamn DLCs anyways to the PlayStation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the common sense in that? I'm paying. Just say if the Scorpio is going to be $500. Let's just say it is, because I'm sure it is. It's going to be $500. I'm sure it is, but let's just say if it is 500 guaranteed, I'm paying $500 for a console. When I go to Best Buy and say, here's my 500, or wherever you pre-order, Amazon, whatever, here's my 500. And they're going to like, okay, what games you going to pick up? Well, shit, I pretty much got all the fucking games on my original Xbox One. So I don't need to pick up nothing. What do I need to pick up? Halo 5? I already have that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how?
But see, that's what I was. But you brought up a point I was saying, Demetrius. Even on the Scorpio, they want to bring up backwards compat like they're new IPs. No, they're not.
That's cool that backwards compatible is in the console, but I didn't buy a Xbox One or PS4 just to play old ass fucking games.
Exactly.
You're also not buying to play just backwards compat. You got them on your Xbox One, you got them on your 360. Why do you want to do it? It's just like that's why a lot of people didn't leave the 360 because they weren't getting on anything on the Xbox One, and they find out everything is backwards compat. Well, I can play on my 360. Why do I need an Xbox One?
Right.
Another thing is what people haven't actually thought about is that they're putting a lot of trust into Microsoft. Now, remember, whenever Microsoft launched the Xbox One S, there was the promise and the reason why it sold. They were selling it. One of the selling points was HDR. Now, 2 months later, PlayStation 4 launched their Pro or talked about their Pro, and they said, every PlayStation 4 has HDR. Now, come here now to this year, right now, right where we're at, PlayStation has like twice or like 2 or 3 times more games having HDR than what Xbox has. And now here's the big kicker. Now, unless things have changed the last time I looked, there were some third-party games that actually had HDR on PlayStation, but they did not have it on the Xbox console.
Well, so shit, look at Halo Wars 2.
I'm saying
didn't have HDR. And it's a first party.
But I'm saying if the
third
third party
it in the fucking box,
I'm saying if the third party does not even won't even update the Xbox console for the HDR, but they will the PlayStation, are they actually going to go out of their way to make their games 4K 60?
No.
No.
Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, the chances are they're not.
Especially if they built the game around 30 frames, because sometimes they build games specifically to hit that, target res. They're not gonna change the other one. It's gonna be if it's 30 on everything, it's gonna be 30 on Scorpio, no matter what. Even if the Scorpio could make it 60, they're gonna keep it at 30.
Oh yeah, I know, and that's what I don't understand is why these people are putting so much faith in the fact that Phil said 4K 60. Well, yes, I'm sure, but you're putting a lot of faith in.
He also said that it's up to developers.
Yeah, but I mean, you're putting a lot of faith in the third-party developers.
Even he knows that developers.
Third-party developers are notorious lazy. That's the reason. That's the reason why PlayStation 3 never got the best versions.
The problem is the fanboys need to get off of Uncle Phil's dick.
Hey, well, I have Uncle Phil as a statue.
Oh Lord, here it comes.
Yeah, oh Lord, he's an asshole, isn't he? He got a troll all the time on my podcast, so he an asshole,
Rack him up, everybody. Hey, rack him up, everybody. Just remember that. Rack him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna rack your head up when I put it in a side pocket.
Hey, no rules review.
With that cue ball.
No rules review.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
I saw an Xbox fanboy attack the Call of Duty guy because he tweeted out a picture today of the Call of Duty World War II picture and a PlayStation controller, and he attacked him talking about that he needs to quit taking bribe money from Sony and bring that back to Xbox, and then he went on to say nobody wants to play a shooter on a Chinese console, and I mean just over and over again, it's like.
You know what? People need to stop that racist shit.
As if the Xbox is not made in China either.
Exactly. Thank you. Puerto Rock, you took the words right out of my mouth. See, that's why we make a good team, because you take the words right out of my mouth.
Another thing is that these people don't quite understand, because there's several of them saying they think Call of Duty is coming back to Xbox for the DLC. What they don't understand is that Call of Duty and Activision, they can't sign a 1-year deal with either company because of MLG.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They can't swap out consoles every year at the MLG and swap out sponsors every year.
This is like a multi-year deal.
Yes, it's like a 5-year deal.
And to be honest, Activision is not going to want to leave. They're not going to want to leave the market leader. They're not stupid.
No, Power is not gonna all of a sudden make this market leader go from 50 from basically 20% to 30% to 50%.
4K don't
even happen.
4K don't equal checks. They want check. They want money.
It just more whatever, and it's gonna it just I don't know, man. Like I said, this whole 4K bullshit. Everyone's happy about 4K and think the Xbox One is supposed to be.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
I mean, no. Hold hold on.
I'm sorry.
I like the idea of 4K, but a lot of what confuses me about this whole 4K business is not everyone even wants 4K. Some people don't want it. Like I have a friend.
60 FPS.
You're right,
That's
right.
what
Like,
I want.
one of my friends says he's just happy, that he can run games in 1080p. He said there's no need for him to run games in 4K. Because some of the 4K games are not even optimized correctly to even run games in 4K. You know what I'm saying?
Demetrius, not to cut you off, and then you can continue, but I think they're in cahoots with the 4K TV to do this shit so they can sell more TVs and do this shit. But people, like you said, your friend don't care about that. As long as it does 1080p, nobody cares about the 4K shit.
Right, because he rather have
very few minority it does.
Right, he rather has 1080p 60 in 4K 30 or 4K 25. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Because there's no way that that certain games can run 4K 60. It's really difficult to do that. A lot of people don't understand that. So hopefully the Scorpio will live up to its hype and say, hey, it can run games at 60 FPS on 4K. I'm still questioning that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still questioning that because I'm sure like their multiplayer games, like their multiplat games, I mean not multiplat, they're exclusive games that are going to PC. Just to let you know. Hopefully they will be 60. I'm sure they will push it to 60, but the whole multiplat thing, I don't know. Like I'm sure like Destiny will be 60. Do you guys think so?
No,
like
no, it won't. No, I mean if it's not 60 on PlayStation, it won't be 60 on Scorpio. For the simple fact is that when it comes to Destiny and Battlefront, PlayStation has a very, very, very tight leash on both of those IPs.
Okay.
And so PlayStation's not going to allow a better version of that game. Besides, I mean, obviously PC they can't control. They don't look at PC the same way as they look at Xbox.
Right.
So they're not going to allow Xbox to have this massive version compared to theirs.
So you're saying because a lot of Xbox fanboys are saying this, that Destiny is going to look better on the Xbox One Scorpio than it will.
Well, it's going to. I mean, it's going to look better, and the simple fact of it is that the thing's more powerful. So I mean, that's going to happen. As far as like the actual frames per second, I don't see that I see a lot of parity happening between those things. Just like what Porter Rock said, when they build a game for the consoles, they build basically one copy, and then they just add in like say if they build the Xbox version, then they add in the PlayStation version and kind of just give it to it'll work, and vice versa. And so these companies like with Destiny and Star Wars Battlefront, they build the PlayStation 4 Pro version, and then they're going to give that to the Xbox Scorpio. Like that, it's going to be a lot of parity in that. They're not going to go out of their way to make this game even just that much more intensive work in it without the payoff. The payoff just simply is not there.
Right.
I can see it now. Headline saying Scorpio. I mean, pros holding Scorpio back whenever those.
Whenever you the very first time you see Digital Foundry, do a video to where they compare the Scorpio version to the Pro version, and it's either an equal or the Pro actually out edges it sometimes. Oh, that's going to go back to the full-on bias about.
I'm gonna be very entertained when that happens.
Okay, so so what is the best way to play, in your opinion? No fanboy shit.
Oh, the best way to play Destiny?
It's going to be on PS4, right? Regardless of power, regardless of anything.
I would say PS4 because of the extra content.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's the only reason that, like, to me, like everybody keeps saying that I'm going to give the best version of multiplats. But you know what? Sony has the exclusive rights to most of those multiplats, and you get exclusive DLC to most of those multiplats. Right. I'm a gamer. I go after content, not resolution.
Right.
Think about you guys, and I'm gonna have to say this after the question that was just asked, and you guys are being 100% honest. You're more of a PC person, Rambo, than anything else.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you're being honest. Just like Demetrius, he's more an Xbox person, but he plays multiplats and he plays on other consoles. But he being honest.
Wait a minute, I'm an Xbox person? No. No, I'm more of a PlayStation person. I'm 100%.
Now you're 100% PlayStation when you were talking about Rack 'em Up before. Yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You guys, that's why I like the diverse people I have here, because you guys play everywhere, but you guys are 100% up front. You keep it 100 with everybody. You could say, yeah, I love to play here, but the games are better here on this particular game. And that's what I love about y'all. You all are serious about gaming and you keep it real. And that's why you guys are here. It makes me feel good to hear this, that we got a podcast of people who are real and they don't blow smoke up somebody's ass just to make them feel good. We don't do that here.
Princess,
and that's why I love y'all.
Princess, I'm a neutral. I'm a neutral, but undercover pony apparently. So,
we're all undercover ponies. We're all undercover ponies. We're all undercover whatever.
Play on anything. I don't care.
Damn it!
I would like to get an Xbox for Halo.
Sorry.
Well, I'm actually buying an Xbox. Like, I'm just waiting right now because I've played all the exclusives up until this year. And so I sold it. I was kind of bored, and so I'm planning on buying another one, but I'm waiting. I'm either going to buy an Xbox One S the day the Scorpio announces.
Yeah, because it's going to drop in price. Yeah.
Or I'm going to wait and buy a Scorpio, but it all depends on what Phil says as far as the price. If he comes out and says like $500 or something like that, I'll just buy an S because the price will drop, and I'm not really too concerned about the power. I mean, I'm just going to be playing it for a few. They only have 4 or 5 exclusives a year. So I mean,
well, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting Xbox One S this one. I mean, $500 for very little exclusives is just not worth it for me.
Yeah, 100. I mean, that basically would be me spending $100 in exclusive, to play like that. That's not worth it. I mean, it's
that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying, Rambo. To pay that price and only play Halo, Gears, Forza.
I'm a big Halo fan.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt.
I'm not knocking anybody that are fans of those games. I'm just saying you can't bring out a console and only have 3 franchises that are gonna supposedly bring that console to life with the power you got.
I heard
on this. Wait, let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're planning on this console. No, it's all right. It's all right. We do that. It's all right.
Okay.
If you're gonna bring out a console with all its power, and you've been planning on this console for a while, you got to have other games besides those 3 to come out with it.
There are other games coming out.
You had years to do this.
Well, it's not really,
but
the other games that are coming out are not really worth to go out and buy a goddamn Scorpio.
Well, that's your opinion. That's
everybody's opinion. I understand that, but you mean to tell me Sea of Thieves is the reason to go buy a Scorpio?
I mean, somebody out there might think so.
But then you might as well get an Xbox One S. Why would you buy a Scorpio?
Then get the Xbox One S. I'm sure Microsoft doesn't care which one you get.
I understand that, but I'm saying is, as a person, it's okay. Do what you want to do. That's fine. But as a logical reason, why would you sit there and pay all that kind of money for a game like Sea of Thieves? Or a game like Crackdown 3. Maybe Crackdown 3 is a big game. I understand that. But, I mean, when you look at it, Sony is dropping hardcore games. They've been dropping hardcore games all last year. And, maybe a couple of games this year. So, there's a reason to go out to buy the PS4 Pro. But there's no reason to go out to buy an Xbox One Scorpio. I'm getting one because, I support the brand. I support Sony, whatever. But as a logical standpoint, there is no reason to buy it. All fanboy shit aside, you have to be understandable. Okay, if you're going to buy a Scorpio, you go to Best Buy, right? And you go buy the Scorpio. Okay, you go up to the goddamn counter. The guy said, okay, what games you're picking up? Well, you're pretty much picking up the same games that's already on your regular Xbox One and Xbox One S. You know what I'm saying? So
let me to be fair with what you're saying there. That's the same thing that's happening with the Pro. I mean, if you pick up the Pro, you're picking up the exact same games as on your PS4 and PS4 Slim.
That's why I didn't buy it. Bro, I didn't want to spend.
But here's the thing here, though.
Wait. Before the Rock wants to say something.
That's why I didn't buy the Pro, because I was, at first I was thinking about it, but I'm thinking, what the fuck am I spending $400 for? The games I want to play, I already have the console, so I've got to spend $400 on more games than to just buy more hardware. More hardware is not going to really make me more happy.
The only reason
especially if I still have access to the games.
Yeah, what got me to buy a Pro was the boost mode. The fact that it actually helped the frame rate in a lot of games. That right there is what got me. I don't play in 4K. I just play, or even checkerboard. I play in 1080p. But the frame rate thing was actually the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, me personally.
I played Horizon in 4K just to be curious to see what it looked like, and that game is fucking gorgeous. I'm
Well,
just,
hey guys, I gotta go ahead and go because I got a few things I need to take care of. So I'm sorry
Okay,
to leave so early, but yeah, I gotta go, guys. So I'll talk to you everybody later. Thank you
All right,
for having me on.
All right.
Later, guys.
But Puerto Rock, whenever like what you said, that I mean that's like the biggest reason why the Pro or the Scorpio just is never going to be a big seller because of that reason. There's no reason to upgrade for a lot of people. I mean,
access to the games.
Well, yeah, just like what you said is, I'm like, if somebody has $400 and they especially if it's hard for them to come up with $400, they're gonna be looking at the game section and going, well, shit, I don't have this game, I don't have that game, I don't have this game. But if I buy this console, I still can't have those games. But now I can actually, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, they're like, it makes more sense as a gamer to spend the money on the games than it does the console, especially if your funds are limited.
You know what else? I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's kind of common knowledge because, excuse me, I'm sure these I'm sure these companies know that the consumers know this. I'm sure they know this themselves. So they're like, okay, well, there's plenty of people in the world that own PS4s. There's plenty of people in the world that own Xbox One. So we're coming out with these more powerful consoles. You know, Pro came out last year, and then we got Scorpios coming out this holiday. So a lot of people already technically own the Xbox One or own PS4. So they understand that, okay, many people are not going to upgrade. And I think Phil Spencer even said this. If you already have an Xbox One, if you're a person that's a tech person who's looking for the hardware, get the Xbox One and Scorpio. If you're a person who is happy what you have, it's all going to do the exact same thing. Your console is the Scorpio. It's going to perform better, yes, but you're both playing the exact same game. It's not going to affect your gameplay just because I got a Scorpio, my frames per second, or when I'm playing COD, my frames per second, everything is going to be better than yours. No, if I drop shot you and on Call of Duty and I kill you, it's not because my hardware was better. Everyone's on the even playing field. So that's how I look at it. I'm sure these companies know this. So you guys were right about that, though. I feel like I made a mistake because what I said, but it, like you said, it's not really a reason to go out to buy these expensive consoles. For what reason? In my PS4 and the Xbox One does the exact same thing.
It's mainly for the tech heads and the hardcores.
Yeah. That's what it's aimed for. Actually, it's what it's aimed for.
It's just basically the same thing as like even on PC. You have like the 980 Ti's, the 1080 Ti's, the Titan X's. If you go and ask a lot of PC gamers, they don't have those cards because they're not out there for the high end, the hardcore. Right. They're comfortable with where they're playing, and that's the thing is I like the idea of these consoles coming out to bring choice to the field. Mm-hmm. I hate what it's done to the fanboys of both sides. They're just they're always going to be.
They just made this shit worse.
I know they're always going to be stupid. I think it just like increased the level of stupidity, and
that's stupidity.
I can only actually handle so much stupidity in a day, and it's like it. But let's put it this way: I get on Twitter probably around 6 a.m. in the morning, and by 7 o'clock, I pretty much had my fill. Like that, like these people. There's that many fucking stupid people tweeting out stupid shit at 6 o'clock and within that 1 hour.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's just gotten to the point of like, I really want the Scorpio to come out like tomorrow, so that way we can move past the can't wait for Scorpio, can't wait for this, can't wait for that, all this speculative talk. Let the Scorpio release so that way we can go ahead and get on to the actual more important subjects, and that's the games, because that's really what I mean. At the end of the day. That's really where it's at. Okay, Nancy, can I just bring something up real quick?
She said if you don't hear her, she hears you. So I guess
okay. So today, I have a big survey going on, because there was a big survey that came out, and I guess graphics was the #1 reason people bought games. But I went ahead and mirrored that survey and put it out on my Twitter. So if you want to, go ahead and go to my Twitter and take the survey, please, because I'm looking for the biggest sample audience. But one of the PC guys actually tweeted back going, if you want all 4 of these options, then you should be on PC. And I was like, well, that's kind of like erroneous to say, because I can get all 4 of these options on console as well. And he kept on, he got to the point of like, name me one reason why consoles would be better than PCs. And he said, besides the games, like, don't list the games out. And I was like going, but wait a minute. It's like, I was like, I'm a gamer. I was like, that's like the
Right.
whole point. Like that's the starting point.
You know, some of these dudes don't realize that's really the purpose of the console is to play games.
Yeah,
it
that's
does
right.
nothing else.
It's this, that's
That's
I
like,
don't buy an
I'm
Xbox
not
One.
buying-
to watch
I'm not
movies.
buying a console to do Netflix. My TV
No.
does.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My
That's
TV.
not my
smart
purpose. It's a purpose. A purpose. It's a video game console. That's the whole point. If you don't do that, then you do nothing.
they
It doesn't matter
they
if
have
you could
forgotten this.
Skype or if you can fucking go on the internet. I have other devices that does that. My phone does that shit on the go. I don't need my PlayStation for any other thing but to play games. If you
They have-
can't play games, if you don't have good games, then it's a worthless product.
They have seemed to forgot this over the course of all this time. It's like they've forgotten what gaming was actually about. They've turned it into everything besides games, and it's just like, I mean, it was kind of sad. This group or whatever polled 4,000 people, and story was like the third one on the list as far as popularity. The very first one was graphics. Graphics was most important to people, and then price, and then story. And I'm thinking, how the hell does graphics come? How the hell does graphics come before anything else? But then I did my survey, and I've polled like over about 2,300 people now, and story is like by far 75% of everybody's like
Story
picking
and
it.
gameplay. Story and gameplay.
Yeah.
Here's the
And
thing.
graphics. Yeah.
You know, they talk about, you know, oh, people bought the PlayStation for power, but then they make fun of PlayStation for being the indie station. Indie games ain't representation of power.
God.
So which is it? Because you can't
Exactly.
tell me we want power but play indie games. Indies are by far not the best representation of power. So like,
not at all. I mean,
it's a mixed message. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, you guys are plays indies. Well, fucking indies ain't about power. They're about gameplay. They're about game design. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the message is mixed. You know, I mean,
It
at
is
the end of the
very-
day,
that's very
It
big.
is
I didn't even
crazy.
think
It
of-
is
I didn't
crazy.
even think about that. That's actually a really good point because you
Listen,
can't call
yeah,
it the
they-
indie
they-
station and
yeah,
the power.
and be power at the same time. You can't do both. You know, at the end of the day, the PlayStation, you know, Sony showed, you know, that they are a gaming company and they have a good philosophy on games. And that's really it. That's what it comes down to it. Even when they start out shit, because, you know, the PS3, you know, they had a really rough patch.
Well, see,
But you saw the resiliency and how, you know, PS3 ended up good with good sales. It's because Sony believes in games.
I really think. Oh, so I'm
release
sorry.
the game.
I really think though that
I'm
with PlayStation gamers, like what you said there, PlayStation gamers, we all know that in the launch of a PlayStation console, we're not seeing a lot of games, a lot of exclusives. Like Xbox did have quite a bit in the very beginning on launch compared to PlayStation. But with PlayStation gamers, we know that PlayStation really kicks off their exclusive hunt probably about 2 to 3 to maybe even 4 years into the console cycle, and then it's just like nonstop.
And then it gets ridiculous.
Yes, and then I mean that's the way it was
exactly.
with the PS. That's the way it's been with with the PlayStation console ever since the Xbox came out and like exclusives became a deal. That's how it's always been. And so we just knew that whenever we bought the PlayStation, like everybody was saying, it didn't have any exclusives, and you know, rightfully so. It only had 2 retail exclusives at launch, but at the end of the day, we all knew that in a few years we would be overloaded.
Yeah. If people like right now, if people ask me if without no advertisement, no information, no nothing, and a PS5 came out and the next Xbox came out, which one would I choose? I would put my money on the PlayStation because I know the company.
Yeah, same here.
They will do their best to get games on the platform. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's through themselves or relationships with third party, second party, you're gonna see shitloads of games on that platform. Microsoft, you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Same here.
Well,
I'm
man,
with
they'll
you.
close out-
I'm with
See,
you.
That's why I like. That's one thing I love about Puerto Rico. That Marine brings down the nuclear bomb on the fanboys.
Yeah, like right now, Microsoft, like right now, Phil's talking now that, you know, Xbox is now going to start getting exclusives. Now I'm like, that's cool, but Phil, make up your mind, because one minute you say exclusives are important, then you say no, it's better to do play anywhere because it's consumer friendly and you want gamers to play anywhere, and now you go back to saying, oh no, we're going to do exclusives.
That's called
What
foolish.
do you want to do, Phil? Phil, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
That's called full of shit, man.
Well, another thing that does.
Messages and
And-
no, it's called
Another thing-
It's called saving your ass. It's called saving your ass.
But another thing that does is actually hurt the Xbox brand because what it does is that it puts somebody that might be buying an Xbox in limbo because they might be thinking, okay, well, I can buy a PC, and then it makes a person that's like, then they start building their PC, and they're like, well, wait a minute, I can go buy an Xbox. People don't know what to do.
Yeah, like make up your mind. What
So-
do you want Xbox to be? What is it? What do you want it to be? 1 minute it's a gaming console. Next minute it's a multimedia. Now it's back to gaming console. Oh no, wait, it's gonna be a device among other devices. Oh no, we're gonna go back to being exclusive. What the fuck do you want Xbox to do? Like, what are you guys thinking of there?
Maybe
What
they
is-
don't even know. See, the problem is I have with Xbox with the Xbox division. It just goes back to what you say. They don't know what they want to do. They're not making games. They have a lot of good games. Like I'm on my Xbox One right now because I just got off the PlayStation. I'm on the playing Infinite Warfare, and they have no games for me to play to go out and, like you said, go back and buy the Scorpio. All the games are pretty much the same. So what is there for them to do? They're not making a Rise on the Rome 2, even though a lot of people say, hey, Rise on the Rome is very repetitive. But hey, it's something. I know.
It's bad, though. Here's the thing. Anybody tweeting out anything about Rise on the Rome 2, any of the fanboys, just let them know this: that Crytek actually went down and filed bankruptcy. They're gone. And they actually own the IP. Now, what another thing is that Amazon actually bought the actual Cry engine. Amazon owns the engine that actually made Rise. So you think Microsoft is going to be working with Amazon, a competitor? No.
But Microsoft's not gonna work on Rise regardless.
No.
Okay.
Rise is done.
Okay. Well, they're done with that. So Sunset Overdrive 2. What about that?
And
Not even
Insomniac's already
that.
said
I
no.
want to see Sunset.
Oh, I'd love Sunset Overdrive too. Oh, I'd love it.
Okay, you know what? Coming from a guy who wasn't a fan of it, but I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Insomniac already said if they do a Sunset Overdrive 2, it'll be multi-plat.
Yeah, no, a month ago, Ted Price did an
I
interview
don't really care if it's multiplat. Just make it.
That'd
Make
be
it.
cool.
about a month
I
ago.
would love to play too. I always wanted to
Make
play the
it.
first one.
Yeah, a month
Yeah,
ago,
always
Ted
have to
Price
play
said in
the
an
The
interview
first one's that.
he was waiting for Microsoft to say something. Microsoft never called them
But you
back
know what?
to do a sequel.
But Microsoft don't own the IP, so Microsoft needs to shut the fuck up and just let them make it. They're gonna put a multiplat because since they own their own IP, let them put a multiplat. Let us just enjoy it. That first one, I still can go back and play other shit. It has a lot of replay value. A lot of it. A lot of replay value on the first one. They need to do the same, and they need to make a sequel to that. And launch it at the, my thing is they need to launch it at the right time. Don't launch it around other most popular games. Do it on an off time where, you know, like the first quarter, not at Christmas because all the other shit comes out around Christmas, you know, just November and December. Don't do it around that time.
Yeah, like release it
You know-
around like the same time Sony been releasing their games this year.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We're gonna move on. I want to ask: does anybody here? Because this subject can go on for days. Okay, we can pick it up. We can pick it up next week, or on Porter Rock's podcast on Wednesday. But I want to ask: does anybody have any news before we? Because I want to do some shout outs. I got something else to do. Does anybody want to bring up any subject that hasn't been brought up that they think should be brought up tonight, whether it be PC news, PlayStation news, Xbox news? Does anybody have anything that they want to add or bring up that hasn't been brought up tonight?
Mine is very minor, but it's not serious. But I'm just going back to the game.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going back to that game Hellblade. I was actually going to talk about that, but I actually had to remember that you guys were talking about Hellblade. That's, you know, like Heavenly Sword, I guess. I'm probably going to get that on PC. They were actually showing a lot of PC footage of that game, and it looks fucking gorgeous. That's just me. It just looks like, I can't get that on console.
If you have a gaming PC, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because you know, me and J Dub and I, we have the exact same PC, the exact same spec, same everything. So we could just run, you know, Hellblade easily in 4K, you know, or close to it. You know what I'm saying? So I might get it on. I might just end up just getting it on PC because I don't have a whole lot of PC games. You know what I'm saying? All I have is Skyrim and The Witcher 3.
Yeah, get the
All
best
right, I got a question. I just saw something tonight, and it was for a PC game. And we got some PC gamers in here. I'm not a PC player, but I want to know your thoughts. If you saw it, and I think it was called Black Forest. It looked good as hell.
That realistic looking game, hell yeah.
Yeah, Black Forest is actually
Yeah.
also on. Black Forest, I think, is also on PS4 as well.
Really?
Oh, is it?
I
No,
need to check
I'm
that out.
it's the first time I saw it. I didn't even know that. It's the
think
first
so.
time I saw it tonight.
Well,
But I saw it
I
on
never
the
seen
PC.
I never seen it, so
It looks
I
good.
don't-
But if you
Well,
guys
no, I
are going
mean,
to
I
use
know-
on
It's
PC, that
coming
looks.
to. It's coming to PS4, I should say.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I never seen
But
it.
yes, I mean it'll be coming soon though. Just keep an
But
eye
it
out
looks-
for it because
it
I know a
looks-
guy that's actually played it.
It looks like a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the graphics the graphics were like, I'm looking at them like, wow, they look realistic. This is on PC. God damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
I was blown out of the water. It was an advertisement when I was watching something else, and I was like, wow, that shit looks good. That looks damn good. I'm like, damn, and I didn't know it was. Well, I'm gonna look for it if it's coming to PS4.
It's
I'm
not
gonna look
right.
for it.
It's not on there right now, but it is coming because I know a guy that actually
it's
has
coming.
a guy that actually has got an early copy, and he has played it and actually says that he enjoys it a lot. So it is coming. We just don't. We don't have a date yet.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do some shout outs because we got a lot of people that have been supporting us.
Real quick, I have
All right, go ahead.
one thing for the crowd and anybody else that if y'all actually pay attention to the chat, I'm about to put a link into the chat. Click on this link, and GameStop is actually releasing a game called Deformers.
GameStop's making a game, huh?
Yeah, you can actually click that link, and you can get you a free code for the game for PS4 or
Nice.
PC if you are a GameStop Power Pro member.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm not getting it.
But I mean,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
can
Well,
you can get you a free PS4 game or a free PC game if you're a GameStop Pro member.
What the
I wish
fuck?
I
What's the
was.
name of it?
Deformers. It's actually made by Ready at Dawn, the people that made the Order 1886.
Oh, so it's supposed to look realistic like that?
No.
Okay,
It's not. It's
okay.
completely different, but
Okay. I'm good.
it's still a free game though. So,
Oh yeah. That's nice. That's nice. I don't even understand why GameStop is still in business, but that's good.
All right,
Okay.
guys, I'm gonna do my shout outs right now.
Can I shout
Because
out
we got a lot
somebody?
of people. No, and listen, when you guys do your outros, when I'm done with what I'm doing, because I got one more thing I want to say after I do my outro, after I do my shout outs, something else I want to say. But when you guys do your outros, if you want to shout at anybody, go ahead and do it
Okay.
and promote your channels. Do what you got to do. All right. But we had a lot of people supporting us for a while, and I have to shout them out. We got Diz Monster, Jonah, player, multiplayer Xbox player, okay, X game player, excuse me, EJ Johnson, of course, the one and only Jay Barry is in the house, okay,
What's up?
RPG Game 25.
what's up?
A table?
Honey Hot Sauce. Go get it 4113. Brian, PS4 Master Race. The Hot Halo Storm. Chris Cobra and Metalhead Nate.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, I gotta shout these people out because they've been here for us forever. And Jay Bari, you don't get on my podcast soon again, I'm gonna whoop you behind. All right. But anyway, before I go,
I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry.
no, it's all right. No, it's all right. Before I go, you guys know I do t-shirt reviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did one and people are hating me for it because I did one from Web Mills podcast last night.
Hey, come on, you fucking camping piece of shit. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Sorry, man. I was
All
on
right,
a.
listen.
Ugh.
All I'm gonna say is there are people that may hate them, but you know what? In order to, when people say they hate somebody, you gotta love them first to hate them. It's just like in real life. If you say I hate this person, you had to love them first. Okay. So all I'm gonna say is I just want to say I love my t-shirt. It fits like you don't not even wearing it. It's so comfortable, and it don't even feel like you have a shirt on. Okay. It is nice and comfortable. I love my shirt. Okay. And I just want to say, you know, guys, listen, whether you love them or hate them, They give you entertainment and they bring the facts. Go ahead and support the What Mills podcast, okay? All right. I loved all your comments about my video, okay? And get yourself a t-shirt. It's comfortable. I'll tell you that right now. It's comfortable, okay? I just want to, and I do have to do this. I have to shout out Hard8times for giving me credit for the video. And he actually retweeted it a lot of times to give me props. So I got to give him props for that. But I also have a question before I go, because everybody's asking me, do you all want a TitanFallPrincess t-shirt?
You know, that's what exactly I was about to say. Hell yeah, I'll buy it.
Y'all buy it?
Yeah,
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
buy it?
I have no money.
Like I don't have the money.
If I could, I would.
I mean, since we're since we are like a part of your channel, like you know, on the podcast, will we get one? Will we get it for free? You know, what I'm saying?
I don't have it. Oh, that's too funny to me.
You can't blame them for trying, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I was on Porter Rock's podcast, you know what I'm saying? Porter Rock, hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Hook Demetri up. You feel me? Like, you know, give me that Porter Rock.
You gotta buy it. No, because you know why? Because you know why? That guy got to be paid, and I'm not paying for your t-shirt.
Hey, well, that's true.
The guy that makes the t-shirt.
You're rich, Nancy. Come on, man.
Hell
Hey,
no,
I'm gonna sew you an ugly Christmas sweater.
Yeah, no kidding. That's what your t-shirt's gonna get for me. Like my little t-shirt that I sell is gonna be like an ugly Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, I want to
But
ramble.
everybody that's here, everybody's in the chat. I'm gonna put this up, and everybody that listens to this video later on of this podcast. If you want to see a TitanFallPrincess on a t-shirt, let me know, hit me up, and it'll happen, okay? But just do me a favor. Don't lie and say you want one, don't buy one. All right?
Man, yeah, that would suck.
No, because that happened.
Man.
It happened. No, don't lie and say you want. If you want to see this beautiful princess on a t-shirt and wear it, then let me know. But anyway, we're going to do our outros now, guys, okay? And we'll start out with our guest. For the first time on a podcast, we're going to start with Devil Shooter. Do your outros, tell people where to find you and whatever.
Okay, first of all, this was really fun. I like being here. If you ever want me back on, I'll be more than happy to come back on.
We just got you get you to speak some more and stop being so nervous. That's all.
No, well, I try to speak, but everybody here is so talkative. I didn't want to interrupt. There was a few times
say I got to interject.
Okay.
Just say I got to interject.
If you ever invite me back on, I'll do that. But anyways, yeah, my channel is. I don't really upload. I have like one video. It's Devil Shooter 125M. It's a Last of Us montage. Check it out. I want to shout out one of my friends. He has a car channel. It's not really gaming. It's a car for cars, channel. His
Shout out
name
anybody
is
you want.
KPDRZ110. If you like cars, I think you might like his channel. I also want to shout out the Halo Storm. I see that guy in the comments a lot, and I talk to him quite regularly. He's an Xbox dude. I'm more PlayStation, but he's really cool. But anyways, yeah.
See, that's the
please
thing.
check out my
you
one
can
and only
agree,
video, and that'd be great. And
if you can agree to disagree, that's the best thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I always.
If you can agree, see, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly, because you agree to disagree. He is. He's a good person. He really is.
Yeah.
That's why I shouted him out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you did too. That was nice. That was nice. That was Shooter.
Yeah,
that was nice.
And Titanfall, if you wanna play Dark Souls 3 tonight, just hit me up on PlayStation. I'll help you more.
All right.
And,
sounds good.
I'll love to do this again. Of course, it's up
well,
to
you will. You will. We're gonna get you used to doing podcasts, so you just act normal and do what everybody else does. Interject and have fun.
Yeah, because there was a few times
right.
I wanted to speak. Like when they were talking about Xbox, I wanted to say that if they do 60 FPS at whatever frame rate, at whatever resolution, I'm getting a Scorpio. Well,
you gotta, guys that are still, everybody is here. Would you tell him he can interject anytime?
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Well, yeah. I
There you
just
go.
wanted to say that when you guys were going about the Scorpio thing. If it does 60 FPS at even 720p, I don't care. I will try my best to get it because I want 60 FPS.
Okay.
I really want 60
Okay.
FPS. Anyways, I talked enough. Let somebody else have it. Anyways, thank you.
If you want 60
Oh,
FPS
God.
on
Ah, shut up, Demetrius.
I would get a PC.
Demetrius,
but,
your voice is nerve
I would
wracking.
get a PC.
Your singing is
But I
nerve
know nothing
wracking.
about computers, so.
All right, I want to do I want to do 2 shout outs. Unfortunately, HP had to go. We had something going on. Okay, so we got to shout out HP for coming back. And Super Snow, he had something going on. He had to go. So we got to give him a big round of applause. For those 2 guys, a big round of applause. What rock?
This thing is all messed up.
All right, it's not working right. All right, and then we got Rambo. Rambo, do your outro. Tell everybody where to find you on Rambo's Corner.
You can find me at Rambo's Corner. That's a 0 with Rambo. On the same thing on YouTube and Twitter. If you actually want to find me on PlayStation, it's Rambo All-Star, Rambo_All-Star, again with a 0 on Rambo. And I'll be more than happy to game with you or talk any kind of games with you wherever you want to go. So check me out.
Sounds good. Then we got, oh shit, we got the troll, Demetrius.
He goes odd. He goes odd.
Lords of Eclipse, everybody, you know where to find me on my channel. Do Call of Duty videos when I get time. I've been doing a lot of WWE videos, so if you're a wrestling fan, come check out my channel. I'm doing a lot of fun shit on that. Gonna crack open some Horizon Zero Dawn. I just recently purchased No Man's Sky. And I played it for 30 seconds and I was bored already. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna really get to be able to live stream that because that game is bore or to the ring. But yeah, I see why a lot of people hate the game. But yeah, you can find me there and rack them up, everybody. Rack them up.
Oh, I'm gonna rack you up.
Oh yeah,
right.
and oh yeah, make sure you
ain't no extras.
T-shirt. Because I get mine.
Wait, get one. You ain't getting shit for free. Don't even try that shit. You don't buy one. Anyway, then we got me start this podcast. Unfortunately, had to go away for a couple weeks on training, but we got Mr. Puerto Rock.
What's going on, people? My little sound effect ain't working, but it's your boy Puerto Rock hosting Flames. No lag. I think one of y'all glitched it or something. Everybody's hating. I think it's Zaire. He's trying to steal my shit. But anyway, hey, man, it's great being on this podcast. Sorry for being late. But I enjoyed being on this podcast. It was an awesome podcast. Everybody on the panel, thank you so much. It was a great panel, great conversations. Can't wait to do this again next week. And but you could catch the princess early in the week on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 60 Frames No Lag podcast.
Yes!
You know you love her.
I thought you were about to say me. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I would not steal her gimmick.
I'd be like, no, Puerto Rock.
Oh, you know you all miss me.
Now you know they did miss you. They did. Everyone know what Puerto Rock was. But anyway, this is the TitanFallPrincess. I had an excellent cast tonight. I love you all. I'm sorry that some people had to leave early, but you know, life is life. They got to do what they got to do. Okay? But before I go, you're all going to hit that like button. And you know why? Because y'all love me. Later, guys.
Peace.